For Brit.
Correct.
Now, if you guys also look at the One World Trade Center, you notice it has angles built into the building. Those angles were meant to deflect the wind. The original World Trade Center had a 10 to 15 foot sway in the wind. And for a building that big to sway 10 to 15 feet, that's huge. You notice it, you feel it.
Reemplazo de las otras, claro.
Now I'm going to point out three buildings to you guys. If you look at the One World Trade Center, you look to the left, you'll see a building with a triangle roof. If you look in front of it, you'll see a building with a half circle roof. And if you look to the far right, you'll see a building with a trapezoid roof. You guys see those three buildings? That's in an artificial part of the island of Manhattan that is called Battery Park City. Again, it is artificial, it's not a natural part of the island, and it is currently the most expensive zip code in the entire country. Now, for me to give you guys an estimate of how expensive it is, a feel of it, you see that building with the half circle roof? If you look at the neighboring building to the right with that thin green point, you guys see it?
Yeah.
That is the Wool Wharf building. The average price of an apartment in the Wool Wharf is $14 million. And they currently have a penthouse apartment going for $150 million. Now that's New York. How many rooms? You're lucky if you get a toilet in there. That's New York prices. That's New York prices. Now, if you guys look at the base of the One World Trade Center, you'll see a black glass dome. You guys see it?
Yeah.
That glass dome is the atrium. That is the only place in New York where you can see live palm trees. Now, if you guys look out to the left of the island of Manhattan, you see that building with the spike on top? That is the Empire State Building. Home to the second fastest elevator in the entire world, 45 seconds from the base to the 79th floor. Now, if you guys look at the One World Trade Center, you look at the far right of the Manhattan skyline. That wooded area at the edge of the island of Manhattan to the right is Battery Park. Now, Battery Park got its name from the battery of cannons that were there to defend from the invading British. And I'm not talking about the Revolutionary War, I'm talking about the War of 1812, which was the last time Britain tried to invade America. And they better not try again. If you follow Battery Park to the left, you see that building that looks almost like a chapel right on the waterline? Again, it's to the left of Battery Park. That is Pier A. Pier A is the oldest pier in New York City. It is the only Victorian-era pier left in New York, and it's also the only pier with a letter instead of a number, Pier A. Now you guys see that bridge out there in the distance in front of us? That is the Verrazano Bridge. The Verrazano Bridge is the bridge that connects Brooklyn to Staten Island. Brooklyn is on the left-hand side of the Verrazano, Staten Island is on the right. Now, just so you guys know, Brooklyn is the best of all 5 boroughs. If you don't go to Brooklyn, you're missing out. And I'm not just saying that because I live there. Come to Brooklyn. Now, you guys see this island to the left of us where this cargo ship is passing? That island behind that cargo ship is Governor's Island. Governor's Island was at one point a U.S. Coast Guard training camp, but it was sold to New York Park Systems for $1.
What a man.
I'm going to talk more about Governor's Island later. This building we're passing on the right-hand side, that's the New Jersey Railroad. Now, if you look straight ahead of the New Jersey Railroad, you'll see an island with another building on it with 4 green turrets on top. You guys see that?
Yes.
That is Ellis Island. Now, Ellis Island and the New Jersey Railroad are both connected. More than 14 million immigrants came through Ellis Island. Roughly 80% of them got sent out west. So the immigrants that got sent out west would take a boat from Ellis Island to the New Jersey Railroad and then catch a train heading out towards California. They say 1 in 4 Americans can trace their family lineage back through Ellis Island. If you want to see if one of your family members came through Ellis Island, you go to ellisisland.org and type in your family name. Lots of famous immigrants came through Ellis Island as well, such as Harry Houdini, Bob Hope, the Von Trapp family, Albert Einstein, and even the famous Chef Boyardee from the ravioli cans. Chef Boyardee actually got his start in the Plaza Hotel, where his coworkers were convincing him to jar his marinara sauce. And that's how Chef Boyardee got started. Right out of the Plaza. And you guys see that helicopter flying up above us? You can actually pay to take a helicopter tour of New York City. It's roughly $150 to $200 a person, depending on who you talk to. And it's a 15 to 20 minute tour. So basically, $10 a minute while you're in the air. And get this, they even have Uber company helicopters out there. So you can pay to take a Uber helicopter tour of New York.
Ah, el naranjado. Ese yo creo que es el que habíamos
I'm
tomado.
scared of heights, that's not for me anyway.
Ah, ese es lo
Land or sea, I'm good.
Yo creo que ese es lo que habíamos tomado. También, si hubiéramos comprado los dos tickets. El ferry.
You guys see those white tents on Governor's Island? Those white tents are actually meant for you to pay to go camping on the island. Or as I like to call it, pay for the homeless experience. Now, right now, it might not sound like such a good idea, but on July 4th, it's a fantastic idea. You have a front row seat to the fireworks show here in New York, and the fireworks are absolutely beautiful. I was lucky enough to be on the water during the fireworks show. It was gorgeous. And just so you guys know, from Battery Park down to just about the Manhattan Bridge, that's the financial district of Manhattan. That's where Wall Street is, the New York Stock Exchange, the Federal Reserve. Bill Clinton's offices are over there. If you were to walk around the financial district long enough, you might even see old Bill himself walking around with a bunch of Secret Service. I heard they're doing some hiring in his offices, so entry-level positions. I wouldn't take that job though, I heard it sucks. Captain Kev likes that one. Alright guys, soon enough we're going to be approaching our very own Lady of the Lake, the Statue of Liberty. Now everybody calls her the Statue of Liberty, but did you know that that is not her official name? Can anybody here tell me the Statue of Liberty's official name? It's Liberty Enlightening the World. That is the Statue of Liberty's official name. Don't worry, nobody would have guessed that. That's why I asked the question. Now in one hand, she is wielding a torch, and in the other, she's wielding a tablet. Can anybody here tell me what that tablet says? Made in China. I'm just kidding, guys. That tablet says July 4th, 1776. That is the date we declared our independence from Britain. Now, as most know, the Statue of Liberty was a gift from France, and that's actually the direction she's facing. She's facing France. But did you know that she is technically a re-gift? The Statue of Liberty was initially meant for Egypt during the opening of the Suez Canal, but Egypt declined the offer, so we accepted it.
Tanto lo bote viejo, güey.